Back in the bardo. Well, it was, as might be imagined after an end like that, a very discouraged and dispirited little jotty that huddled together on the black floor of the bardo this time around. Who could blame them? Why should they have had any will to continue? It was hard to discern any reward for virtue, any forward progress, any dharmic justice of any kind. Even Bahram could not find the good in it, and no one else even tried. Looking back down the veil of the ages at the endless recurrence of their reincarnations, before they were forced to drink their vials of forgetting and all became obscure to them again, they could see no pattern at all to their efforts. If the gods had a plan, or even a set of procedures, if the long train of transmigrations was supposed to add up to anything, if it was not just mindless repetition, time itself nothing but a succession of chaoses, no one could discern it. And the story of their transmigrations, rather than being a narrative without death, as the first experiences of reincarnation perhaps seemed to suggest, had become instead a veritable charnel house. Why read on? Why pick up their book from the far wall where it has been thrown away in disgust and pain and read on? Why submit to such cruelty, such bad karma, such bad plotting? The reason is simple. These things happened. They happened countless times, just like this. The oceans are salt with our tears. No one can deny that these things happened. And so there is no choice in the matter. They cannot escape the wheel of birth and death, not in the experience of it, or in the contemplation of it afterward. And their anthologist, old Red Ink himself, must tell their stories honestly, must deal in reality, or else the stories mean nothing. And it is crucial that the stories mean something. So, no escape from reality. They sat there, a dozen sad souls, huddled together at a far corner of the great stage of the Hall of Judgment. It was dim and cold. The perfect white light had lasted this time for only the briefest of moments, a flash like the eyeball exploding. After that, here they were again. Up on the dais the dogs and demons and black gods capered, in a hazy mist that shrouded all, that damped all sound. Bahram tried, but could think of nothing to say. He was still stunned by the events of their last days in the world. He was still ready to get up and go out and start another day on another morning just like all the rest, deal with the crisis of an invasion from the east, the taking of his family, if that was what it meant. Whatever problems the day happened to bring, trouble, crisis, sure, that was life. But not this. Not this already. Salt tears of timely death, alum tears of untimely death, bitterness filled the air like smoke. I liked that life. I had plans for that life. Khalid sat there, just as Khalid always had, as if ensconced in his study thinking over some problem. The sight gave Bahram a deep pang of regret and sorrow. All that life. Gone. 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 Altogether beyond. The past is gone. Even if you can remember it, it's gone. And even at the time it was happening, Bahram had known how he had loved it. He had lived in a state of nostalgia for the present, every day of it. Now? Gone. The rest of the jati sat or sprawled on the cheap wooden floor around Khalid. Even Sayyid Abdul looked distraught, not just sorry for himself, but distraught for them all, sad to have left that turbulent but oh, so interesting world. An interval passed. A moment, a year, an age, the Kalpa itself, who could tell in such a terrible place? Bahram took a deep breath, exerted himself, sat up. "We're making progress," he announced firmly. Khalid snorted. "We are like mice to the cats." He gestured up at the stage, where the grotesqueries continued to unfold. They are petty assholes, I say. They kill us for sport. They don't die, and they don't understand. Forget them, Young advised. We're going to have to do this on our own. God judges and sends us out again, Bahram said. Man proposes, God disposes. Khalid shook his head. Look at them. They're a bunch of vicious children playing. No one leads them. There is no God of gods. Bahram looked at him, surprised. Do you not see the one enfolding all the rest? The one we rest within? Allah or Brahman or what have you? The one, only true God of gods? Nope, I see no sign of him at all. You aren't looking. You've never looked yet. When you look, you will see it. When you see it, everything will change for you. Then it will be all right. Khalid scowled. Don't insult us with that fatuous nonsense. Good Lord, Allah, if you were there, why have you inflicted me with this fool of a boy? He kicked at Bahram. It's easier without you around, you and your damned all right. It's not all right. It's a fucking mess. You only make it worse with that nonsense of yours. Did you not see what just happened to us, to your wife and children, to my daughter and grandchildren? It's not all right. Start from that, if you will. We may be in a hallucination here, but that's no excuse for being delusional. Bahram was hurt by this. It's you who give up on things, he protested, every time. That's what your cynicism is. You don't even try. You don't have the courage to carry on. The hell I don't. I've never given up yet. I'm just not willing to go at it babbling lies. No, it's you who are the one who never tries, always waiting for me and Young to do the hard things. You do it for once. Quit babbling about love and try it yourself one time, damn it. Try it yourself and see how hard it is to keep a sunny face when you're looking the truth of the situation eye to eye. Oh, said Bahram, stung. I do my part. I have always done my part. Without me, none of you would be able to carry on. It takes courage to keep love at the center when you know just as well as anyone else the real state of things. It's easy to get angry. Anyone can do that. It's making good that's the hard part. It's staying hopeful that's the hard part. It's staying in love that's the hard part. Khalid waggled his left hand. Oh, very well, but it only matters if the truth is faced and fought. I'm sick of love and happiness. I want justice. So do I. All right, then show me. Show me what you can do this next time out in the miserable world. Something more than happy. I will then. Good. Heavily, Khalid pulled himself up and limped over to Sayyid Abdulaziz and without any warning kicked him sprawling across the stage. And you, he roared, what is your excuse? Why are you always so bad? Consistency is no excuse. Your character is no excuse. Sayed glared up at him from the floor, sucking on a torn knuckle, daggers in his stare. Leave me alone. Khalid made as if to kick him again, then gave up on it. You'll get yours, he promised. One of these days, you'll get yours. Forget about him, Young advised. He's not the real problem, and he'll always be part of us. Forget about him. Forget about the gods. Let's concentrate on doing it ourselves. We can make our own world.